I wanna be the very best, or at the very least adequate. Oh, hi. Welcome back. Episode 16. When last we left off, we caught Falcor the Luck Dragon, who just kind of looks like a big dumb fish right now, but, you know, we all have to start somewhere. He's only 500 experience away from being a long, snaky dragon boy, though. We like that. Yeah. So, couple of quick channel updates. I've been gaining a little bit of traction. We now have 12 subscribers at time of recording. And there are people on there who I don't know personally, so hi, welcome. Happy to have you here. Don't know how you found this channel, but grateful to have you along for the ride. Also wanted to start doing a little bit of a sort of a supporter showcase. I've called out friends and supporters of the channel in the past by name. One person who's been kind of working behind the scenes with me for a while is my buddy Gary. So you may remember what this channel looked like in the beginning. It was I don't want to say, you know, rough. Like I was doing my best. Don't be judgmental, but you know, the color palette wasn't as pleasing as it could be. There was a lot of functionality that I wanted in the channel that didn't exist yet, like having little icons and level indicators by all of my Pokemon, stuff like that. And slowly over time, with advice from Gary, who was tuning in every week, we changed some of the running gags to make them hit a little harder. We slowly worked on just the overall format, and now the channel looks like how I always imagined it would look. So thank you, Gary, for all your support. I appreciate it. So that's this week's showcase, and we are going to move now into the SSN. SSN is probably one of my favorite parts of the entire game, and my favorite part of the anime. We'll get to that in a second. Plenty of potions, plenty of stat healing items. This is going to be a good spot for Bud to get his levels up, especially when we're going up against sailors. But first and foremost, I want Falcor in the top spot for that peekaboo experience to get him to be a Gyarados. Welcome to SSN. Excuse me, do you have a ticket? Yeah, flash that ticket. Great, welcome to SSN. So before we go forward, I have to say, over here to the right, you can't see it, but I'm gonna flash a picture on the screen. It does exist. There's a little truck over on that patch of land. And if you're able to get through the SSN without getting cut, which is to say that you don't finish the dungeon, the SSN will never leave port. So what you do back in the day is someone would just trade you a Pokemon that had cut already so you could get through the rest of the game. And then you can surf across this water and get to that truck. Well, the thing about the truck is that no one knew why it was there. It doesn't really do anything. And it's the only instance of there being like a vehicle in the game, to my knowledge. So there was a lot of speculation as to what was going on there in like Bill's secret garden. There used to be a rumor that if you were able to get if you use strength like 20 or 100 times, you could push the truck and there would be a Mew underneath it. Absolutely not true. The truck is just a leftover asset, but I want you to know what it was like being a 6-year-old pressing strength 100 times to try and get a Mew. I travel alone on my journeys. My Pokemon are my only friends. Forever alone. That's a meme that hasn't aged well. Gentleman wants to fight. Aw. He's a good boy, Brent. Jalapeno. Man, I wish I had slash. That would make this a lot faster. Ooh. Ooh, that 3 damage though. Ooh, that's gonna add up. Growl this stop. It hurts so bad. So yeah, I was saying the SSN is one of my favorite zones. Congratulations. And it's largely due to the anime. So the anime tried to give us an idea of what the world of Pokemon was like to live in. And that's what I always found so fascinating as a kid, is like the games are fun, but they're very mechanical. You can only use a couple moves outside of combat for most of the game, like Legacy, years-wise. Like the only Pokemon you got to actually have outside of its Pokeball was Pikachu and Pokemon Yellow. And then we didn't actually get Pokemon really like out and following us until like Gen 4, I think. So there was no idea of like these Pokemon really existing in the world around you. Not really, at least in the handheld series. So the Pokemon anime kind of did that for us. My friends. Sad. I killed all of his friends and travel companions. I'm a bad person. Whatever. Are you also a... You are, okay. You pup, how dare you barge in? Yeah, so the anime was the thing that we were trying to use to scratch that itch, right? To try and figure out what... Oh man, this actually makes me miss Zubat. Oh, but I can use, Nothbeast has a bug type attack now. Cool. But yeah, so the anime was what we used to imagine a lived-in world with these giant monsters that were sometimes our friends and sometimes not, you know? And what was so cool about the SS Anne string of episodes is they did like a Titanic thing. Not that the Titanic was cool. The ship was cool. What happened was, you know, like a tragedy. Anyway, what was cool about the SSN episodes is that they showed you using Pokemon in a very unorthodox way to get through puzzles. So like the SSN ends up sinking, surprise, because it's, you know, the Titanic. And at one point they're trying to like get from one level to another, and Brock uses his Onix as a staircase. And that's so rad. And in other parts, you use like Charmander to like burn through the hull to get out, right? Like it's cool stuff like that where it's like, oh yeah, no, you have a little blowtorch of a Pokemon on your team. Of course you can do that. Oh yeah, of course you have a massive Pokemon that can handle a human weight on it. Of course you would do that. Just that creativity really makes the Pokemon world feel so alive and cool. And I wish that the games could capitalize on that more, because I think it's rad. I think the closest we get to that is Arceus on Switch. Humph, you rude child. Oh yeah. It's Luck Dragon time, baby. So good. Yeah. Gyarados is kind of a mixed bag in Gen 1. You're moving, so you're not a trainer. I would like a cherry pie, please.
Do I look like...
Anyway. You're not a trainer, and neither are you. Yeah, so it's trying to remember who all fights me. Oh, these are all trainers. Great. Let's start with you. Yes, I thought that was. This guy definitely is. I love Pokemon. Do you? Well, I've committed a lot of hours to doing this Nuzlocke if I don't. All right, Falcor. I love that sound. Let's see what you got, buddy. Oh yeah, you're gonna do just fine. Okay, so Falcor's online. Love to see that. Yeah, so Gyarados is kind of a mixed bag in Gen 1. So he has very, very high attack, which is good, but some of his best moves like Hyper Beam and Hydro Pump, which he learns both naturally, I believe, would normally use Special. Hydro Pump uses Special because it's a Water-type move, but... Or Hydro Pump, yeah, but Hyper Beam uses Attack because it's a normal move, and Gen 1 is weird. We haven't had the Special split yet, so... Hyper Beam on Gyarados is just an antimatter cannon. It's a thing of beauty. It's so good. So hopefully he lives long enough for us to be able to do that. I'll try and give Bud a little bit of peekaboo experience. The SSN is another one of those where I try to do it all in one go without stopping to use the Poké Center, but not in a Nuzlocke. Like, it's cool on Nugget Bridge because it's just a handful of trainers, literally a handful. But I can't risk it here. Man, Nidoran looks more like a mouse than Pikachu ever did. Or at least a female Nidoran does. Enjoy that super effective against your poison subtype. Nerd. Good job, buddy. Oh no! I went around the world for these! For a Pidgey and a female Nidoran, you went around the world. That's kind of like going to France and only visiting McDonald's, you know? Like, you could have had that in your hometown. Shh, I'm a global police agent. I'm on the trail of Team Rocket. Then maybe don't reveal your identity to random children who walk into your room. Hardly gonna sneak up on them like that. Hum. I peel spuds every day. Hum. Alright, one of these. Did you hear about Snorlax? All it does is eat and sleep. Yeah, life goals. Alright, it's this one then. Snivel, sniff. I only get to peel onions. You know, onions have layers. Just like ogres and parfaits. I don't know where I'm going with that. Anyway. Just gonna keep working on clearing out. You know what? Let's go the other way first. Okay. Sup? My buddy Machoke is super strong. He has enough strength to move big rocks. So he's a Jedi. Hell yeah. You are both trainers. I don't know what you are, though. Oh, sailors! Yes! And I don't know what they say about sailors and fighting. Is there like a common saying about sailors being really, you know, like pugnacious? You wouldn't know Aurora Beam, would you? I don't think you would. That's pretty good. I don't like that confusion. Holy hell! Bro, you are a clam. You're not allowed to hit me that hard. That's just rude. Yeah, another crit and like a missed confusion. Oh, good. See, Bud is only temporarily confused. Bud will not be fucked with. He got all of his health back. Drain tanking for the win. Your clam sucks, bro. Right, good fight, mate. I don't know why I needed to do that. My sailor's pride is at stake. If you don't beat up a child, you don't have pride as a sailor anymore. Ron Weasley said it best.
She needs to sort out her priorities.
Oh, I like that a lot better. I like that a lot better. So we're just gonna continue drain tanking like we're a warlock in World of Warcraft. I don't know if that's viable anymore. I played World of Warcraft back when Taurens still didn't have mounts. Like, it used to be like, instead of riding, what were those giant lizards even called? I can't remember. Anyways, instead of riding those, they just had like really fast like run speed as their mounting ability. But then that was lame. So then they gave them the giant lizards. That was when I started playing. And I stopped, I think, in Kata. So quite a few years. And I was on and off. You know, a lot of people would come in for a new expansion and then leave after like a year. I was on that train. I would only really want to play if I had friends who were also playing. I'm big into MMOs in general. I don't really have time to play them anymore because I'm like in my 30s and have a full-time job. And other responsibilities like being a good husband and father to 2 fur babies and trying to grow a garden and trying to improve my house. Like, time really gets away from you, and time sinks like MMOs are just not really something you can do anymore. Grew up with EverQuest as a kid. I still play that on emulated servers when I have a lot of free time, which is very rarely. Yeah. MMOs are great. I think, oh, and I also played The Elder Scrolls Online for a little while, which I think did a wonderful job streamlining the MMO process. Everything I hate about MMOs, like, it actually, like, fixed. It was really, really cool. And I think free to play once you actually buy the game. There wasn't, like, a subscription model, which you love to see it. I don't think I can stick it out with this tentacruel. So, Randy, you want to be level 20? Here's your chance. But yeah, MMOs are fine. I like the idea of what is it called? Like a community solo experience. So I like the idea of, you know, playing with friends, being able to chat with them, sometimes being able to recruit them for help or playing together, but largely having a self-directed experience playing the game solo. It's just fun. Your spirit sank me. Sorry about your sailor's pride, bro. All right, let's patch up. Let's get rid of the potions. I was noticing this when I was getting into that fight with that Eradicate north of Vermilion, that the 20 HP you get back from potions really isn't enough to heal stall if something can hit you really hard. So I'm glad we've got super potions now. Ether's so good. I like feisty kids like you. I need an adult. I need an adult. Stranger danger is real. The seahorse.
Imagine trying to propel yourself on a skateboard solely by waving a Denny's menu back and forth really fast. That is how a seahorse do.
I'm in love with seahorses. I'm in love with them. They're so beautiful and cute. I'm in love with the seahorses. They're fucking unreal. I love them.
Bud is about to run out of absorbs. I don't like that, so I might move through the next couple of fights to spread the experience around, but if I find more sailors, it might be worthwhile just to teleport back to Vermilion. get my moves restored so that way Bud can get back into the fray, because really SSN is just a wonderful, like, you see how irrigated this little plant is, just drinking all these water Pokemon's souls. It's like walking iridium sprinklers, you know? That's like my second Stardew Valley reference. Love Stardew Valley. Basically, any game that isn't... I'm talking about me a lot. I used to play when I was in like middle school and high school. Like, I played FPS games. I grew up with Halo. Halo 2 was like my game. And again, playing it with buddies is fun, but I've lost those twitch reflexes long ago. My FPS skills are pretty trash. I think you can measure my reaction speed with a sundial now, so that's fun. Yeah, I don't really have it in me anymore, and I played Dota for an obscene amount of time. Fortunately, Steam only shows me the time I've spent in Dota 2, but I played Dota All-Stars back as a Warcraft 3 mod, and those hours are unclocked. So double or triple what you're seeing on the screen now for my Dota timeline. But I don't really like competitive games. Like, they stress me out. It's not that, you know, I don't like playing with teams. It's just I don't like competition. It's partially that, like, dang, everyone growing up, so good. It's partially that I just don't really like losing. Arg, lost it. Yeah, see, he gets it. Sucks. But also it just, like, it gets my heart rate up, and man, I'm old. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Like, I can't handle that amount of adrenaline anymore. It's just not for me. Us sailors have Pokemon too. I assume everyone does. Yeah, so now I just play my, you know, my RPGs. Replay Pokemon over and over and over again. I just started playing Battletech. Really enjoying that. SRPGs in general, like turn-based RPGs where your characters grow and you unlock new weapons and abilities, and your odds of winning go up if you can manipulate an entire field and really work on positioning. Randy's getting his ass kicked. Come on, buddy. I really love SRPGs. Is this gonna kill me? No, it's not gonna be effective. Randy, I'm sorry. Randy, I'm talking too much. I'm sorry, I love you. Oh dear. Mistakes were made. Yeah, so Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced is probably one of my favorite games of all time. That's all I was trying to say there, and that is enough reminiscing. We are done. You now know everything you ever needed to know about me. Holy shit. Gonna eat this cookie and then call it a day. That was great. That works so well. All right. Okay, you're not bad. Randy would beg to differ. He's gonna file a complaint. That item is rest. That might actually be helpful for me later in the game. But we are going to cut it there. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, I really appreciate it. I hope you leveled up, and I look forward to evolving with you in the future, just like Falcor did. Smell you later.